She threw a fact out there. Oh, fact? No, cover. She done threw a fact. Oh, then it started diving like it's a grenade. They just descend into argument. There's really only one person with common sense on the whole panel, and which is Just Pearly Things. And every time she speaks, everyone wants to attack her all that.
My mother would not necessarily identify as a feminist.
Why is your neck, like, where does her neck end and begin? It's like her neck blends into the chin. The neck blends into the chin. The neck's connected to the hair. Where is, good Lord.
I look to my mother and I do think of her as a feminist. A lot of my ideas.
What is the major food that the Dominicans produce that's so good? Because I haven't really had them. I know the Puerto Ricans have mofongo. What do the Dominicans have that's apparently delicious?
And my empowerment comes from seeing her like survive and put food on the table.
She was putting tremendous amounts of food on the table. Quit talking like you grew up struggling. Tremendous amounts of food put on the table. You know, just recently, a couple of days ago, I was in an establishment with a woman, and a guy came up drunk and then basically smashed into that woman. I got so close to her and there's so much space, and I grabbed him and pushed him off. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, bruh, like, look, you do that again, I'm helmet. And then he says, oh, you know, I was like, bro, stop talking, just walk away. I was like, because if you keep talking, there's no one in here that's going to be able to help you. The security cannot help you. They're not strong enough to pull me off of you once I get on your ass. So just that way. And he's looking around at everyone who's there, and he's looking at the nearest worker, right? He's looking at the worker, and I was like, no, don't look at him. Look at me. I'm the problem. I'm the one that's going to hurt you. Don't look at him because he won't help you, which is true. And people start, like, when they're in an institution, they think that because there's this civilization, there's this veneer of protection that they can babble their mouth. I always live in a state of nature. I always live under the idea that somebody might wild out and try to slap your helmet off. Because in the ghetto, people behave like that. And ghetto people, even when they're in civilized places, they still behave based on their nature and the state of nature. And the funny thing, too, is this coward, what's this dude, probably mid, late 30s white guy? Yeah. Good size, too, right? Yeah. Like 6'2", 200. Yeah, good size guy, but he was sweet. And he wasn't ready to be a savage. He thought he was a savage when he pulled up on a broad. Then I pushed him off like he was a little kid. Then he turns to the worker. He's like, what did I do? And there was a black guy who was a worker. And then there was 3 Asian guys, right? Yeah. And they were all close, and they all saw the situation. The 3 Asian dudes, silent as hell, like, I don't want no parts of this. Right here's going crazy. I don't want no parts of this. The black guy says, well, I don't know if you want me to say it. I don't know if you're going to accept it. He's like, what did I do? He says, well, you didn't walked up. There's all this space, and you didn't smashed into his lady, and he didn't like that. And I happen to understand why. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Whether that black guy was there to co-sign or sign off on my actions and perspective, it didn't matter. Because this boy was about to get his helmet slapped off. And the only reason he was there babbling in his mouth and looking at everybody, all the workers, is because he thought they were going to save him. But what he doesn't realize, in this sick society where we've had the nerve to hire old people and women as security, if I got mad, if the big bad wolf got mad, I would have went to town on him. I had to wait until the police got there with firearms, because those women and those old people would have been too weak to disattach me from whooping. They'd have been too physically weak. Huh? So it's actually dangerous. Feminism is dangerous. It's dangerous we have female security because no one's safe. Like me get up in there, I'm going to do what I want, and no one can stop me. And that's what I told that. And he eventually walked away. And that's how you got to get. You dig? When he's got all close to Shorty, I just pushed him off like he was a little kid. I didn't say, excuse me. I pushed him off like he's a little. And that's how you got to treat him.